Unfortunately, I haven't fully mastered the demonic canon of the Blood Sea, 10 adversities, and True Spirit, and you forced me to use a weak trump card like Alpha 7. Otherwise, I would already be at the innate realm 5th layer, or even half-step to the 6th layer. But even if I'm only at the innate realm 4th layer, I am still the strongest expert at the innate realm 4th layer in history. The strongest expert at the innate realm 4th layer in history? Are you worthy of it? How insolent! Protection of the soul and nurturing the truth, protection of the mountains and seas. Too slow. You wasted those innate realm 5th layer moves. Fiery thoughts, fourfold empowerment. Everlasting style. World-shaking punch. Humph? Is this F.A. Rushua's illusory technique? Universal alignment, sevenfold dominion. Oh? Did you even manage to collect Brother Chicken's moves, huh? Beepstart, you got beaten up by others and now you're taking it out on me, huh? 5 thunderclaps, universal transformation, spiritual lock. I'll just use the gentle dignified Prince Xie Yan's move to seal all your strength. Next, the blade intent of the great heavenly demon Sex Gualong will send you to your death. Still not dead? Is it that undying explosion technique from before? Unfortunately, with all your strength sealed, can you still attempt that? Ha ha, that's it. Are you tired? I've faced Gualong's blade intent before, and it wasn't this weak. Such little power can't even injure me seriously. Beep it, I wasted so much on you before, now these moves aren't strong enough. Shut up. Deadly calamities of the corrupt realm, Rahu's blood pestle. Haven't you eaten anything? Try harder. Come on, keep going, use all the moves you've saved up, let's see if you can make me use my undying explosion technique. I'll fulfill your wish. Heavenly Scripture of the Empyrean Jade Pivot, 13th Thunderbolt, Supreme Rumbling Thunderbolt. That's it. This is barely a tickle, what kind of trash martial art are you using? Then try this move from Xie Yan, the magical dignified prince of the Han Empire, killing move. Finger of flowery swords, withering of the 100 flowers. It pierced her? Is the withering of the 100 flowers that strong? Phew. Strong enough. Finger of flowery swords, withering of the 100 flowers really lives up to its name. As expected of the magical dignified Prince Xie Yan's killing move, it could break through my secret technique in one strike. Alright, it's my turn. Xie Yan's annoying sealing chains, let me snap them. Next, take my serious punch. Body and mind obliteration, manifestation of the dragon and whale. Beep it. Flower deity esoteric technique, extinction of the myriad flowers. Kinara King, fully powered attack, flower deity spiritual, manifestation. Impossible, you are clearly from a demonic sect, why does your punch have Buddhist traits? Indestructible true spirit, blood river, immortality. Yo, you transformed into the blood river again? I love hitting big targets, I can hit them however I want. Everlasting style, true, blue dragon, 1,000 flashes. Impostor, you make a great punching bag, I'm satisfied with you, but my time is precious, and I can't waste it slowly wearing down your blood form. This guy's blood and energy are so strong, if I can't finish him off with one strike using true energy, he'll just absorb it, even with Senior Monk Xingjing's gift, using just my fists won't destroy him quickly. Xintian and the ghost vessel with the fake human are consuming my origin points, time is money, so I need to hit him hard. I'll just use this one simple move. Heavenly Demon's malevolent form, Kinara King, fully powered attack plus, everlasting dominating fist, self-destroying attack plus, demonic essence of the vermilion bird. To smash you. Beep beep, did I smash through the vessel? I've clearly held back from using the sealed heavenly sword at the innate realm 5th layer. The mask, his real self, didn't emerge, meaning the villain is still alive, he must have another plan. What could it be? Where's that brat Xie Yan? The villain is gone, and he's already left. I checked all the places in Dongu where his actions weren't monitored by Longer and also found the hidden danger of the blood poison pills. Xie Yan is skilled, but his little help at most made up for disrupting the Flower Anniversary Tournament. He shouldn't expect the Dongu government to remember this favor. No one expects you to remember that favor anyway. I didn't find anything unusual in the other areas at that time. Now, it seems I might have missed something. I need to check again and hope it's not too late. Old Demon Gua is senile. It's silly how he kept bragging about beheading Ancestor Mara. In the end, wasn't it still me who handled it? When I give him a hard time later, won't have anything to say. Today, Dongu is finally free of a menace. I should go back to the sect. The remaining areas, the Xie Lu is the closest. Let's check the Xie Lu first. Seniors, please wait. That villain is most probably still alive. Why didn't you say this earlier? Should I bring Ji Yuntao back? Since Ji Yuntao has concluded that the villain is dead, he's no longer of any use to us. In the end, the Tang Empire's troubles must be solved by the Tang Empire itself. Would you two please come with me to Xie Lu's base? Is that guy hiding in the Xie Lu? We're almost there, it's right ahead. The Xie Lu bases in other major cities are always in busy areas, but in Dongu, they chose such an open space. Dongu Western City, Old City Open Space. He's actually nearby. I didn't expect to find him at the first place I wanted to check. Beep, how is this possible? Isn't that the great heavenly demon sex young master Yulong? Why is he here? Beep beep. Humph? You two, please capture this man quickly. He isn't Yulonger, he is Ancestor Mara. I promise to explain everything clearly afterwards. What? Dark Heaven's burning demon. Flower deity esoteric technique. Master Constable Bien, you owe the flower deity cult a clear explanation after this. Beep, you must explain everything to me in detail soon. No! Who? I may be an outsider, but I believe the principle of first come, first serve is universal, if you want to take what's mine. Shouldn't you have asked me? Bien Shifei's beep beep nose is really sharp, he actually came over here. But that's fine, it saves me the trouble of putting out an act. I have openly killed this impostor right here. It's you, the envoy who stabbed old Demon Gua. The Sword Princess of Evil Heavens, Xilan Wei. Just like the fake Zhou Yanping in the Xilan treasury, he left behind a mask after dying. There shouldn't be any more tricks, right? The mask appeared, it looks like he's really dead this time. But it's broken, is it still necessary to retrieve it for long? Alright. The lunatic who impersonated Ancestor Mara of the Eternal Heavens is dead. I will take my leave now. Wait. Stop right there. The Empyrean mandate commands the four divinities. Ha! After causing chaos in Dongu several times, do you think you can come and go as you please? There is no such luxury like that in this world. When a person is not saved, they transform into a ghost. When a spirit is incomplete, it flows into a ghost. Hear my royal command. All ghosts perish. Patriarch Ming, we still need to question her about the Eternal Heavens. Now that you've beaten her to death, Humph, this girl is an immortal sword cultivator, close to the innate realm 5th layer of this world in strength. If I'm not serious, I might not be able to stop her, but this strike has severely injured her. Don't blame me if she can't speak for a while. It's only polite to return the favor. Patriarch Ming, please accept my move. Great Tao of the Sword, Water Element, Heaven, Splitting Tribulation. Patriarch Ming, how was the taste of my move? Good, very good. Girl, you're quite capable. I don't have to worry about beating you up. Come on, today, I'm going to fight to my heart's content. What the beep? I was just showing off. Is this geezer really that eager to fight? Fight. 15 minutes later. Stop fighting, Minghua now. If you keep going, I won't be able to contain your power, and the common people outside will suffer. Stop it, Patriarch Ming. I believe Her Excellency, Xilan Wei, has no hostility towards us. Kid, you're just taking hits without striking back. I've been fighting for so long, but you're completely fine. Just what martial art are you cultivating? I cultivate an exalted secret canon passed down by Ancestor Mara of the Eternal Heavens, the immortal and indestructible eternal art. What an indestructible art! With this martial art, very few people in the martial arts world can challenge you. You give me too much credit, Patriarch Ming. My life-saving skills might be impressive, but in a real fight, they're just a few tricks. The immortal and indestructible eternal art, she could face many of Patriarch Ming's deadly attacks without losing any aura. This is even stranger than the fake Ancestor Mara's blood river form. The Dongu government, and the envoys both intended to get rid of Ancestor Mara. Today, Her Excellency Shilon Wei has acted righteously. I thank you on behalf of everyone in Dongu. You are too kind. This rogue dared to pretend to be our Ancestor Mara. From now on, don't call that wretch by that name. If the ancestor hadn't left this world and gone to an outer world, this impostor. This world? Does your excellency mean that the real Ancestor Mara? Master Constable Bien, I need to warn you once, the ancestor's powers are vast. If you want to say his name, do it respectfully. The reason the impostor got away with his rampage for so long is that the ancestor is in the distant outer realms right now, isolated from this world. If not, the impostor would have faced serious consequences. Such power. What realm is your ancestor at? To us tiny beings, the ancestor is beyond understanding. Don't try to understand or compare him. It is meaningless to compare him to anyone, whether god, demon, or human. To him, humans, gods, demons, all are insignificant. This is the essence of the eternal heavens. All creatures, eternal night, eternal heavens, Ancestor Mara. To make this envoy so fanatical, this ancestor doesn't seem to be a good person. This girl is mentally unstable. Indeed, it is dangerous to get involved in religious fanaticism. According to her, the ancestor must have physically entered the outer realms. This is an ability of those at the 9th layer of the innate realm, but experts at this layer in our world have an identity. So, where is the ancestor hiding? Uttering his name can cause a response, and he can even mete out punishment. Isn't this probably difficult for those at the 9th layer of the innate realm? Is Ancestor Mara truly at the heavenly realm? Which figure from the demonic path has achieved the heavenly realm in this world? Is it Machi Ing from the great heavenly demon sect 300 years ago? No, if he had the potential for enlightenment, he would have cleansed the sect long ago. But this girl is so fanatical, she must not have been fooled. Maybe the ancestor is only at the 7th layer of the innate realm. An expert at this level can send their soul to their counterparts in different worlds without any techniques. They can learn news from other worlds and use it to deceive others by acting mysterious. I've understood the ancestor's power. Today, Her Excellency Shilon Wei has eradicated a major threat for Dongu. Within a few days, the Dongu government will probably announce this accomplishment to the world and expose the crimes of this impostor. Master Constable is highly principled. By the way, Your Excellency, I have previously met another envoy from your organization, Evil Azure Dragon Mengjiang. It seems he has also practiced the eternal art. Is that correct? That's correct. As envoys of the eternal heavens, we all cultivate the eternal art bestowed upon us by the ancestor. Are there 2 sisters among your envoys named the Paranirvana twins, Shangguan Yan and Shangguan Yao? They have been causing trouble for the Dongu government. Chui Bei has come to me in tears several times. Is there someone named Evil White Tiger among them? He randomly attacked a branch of the flower deity cult. What about S.A. Biling? Is he also an envoy? Why would he steal private belongings of women? Envoys come from different backgrounds. Most of them are unruly. Even after joining the eternal heavens, some of their rough habits haven't been completely eradicated. Especially S.A. Biling. Before joining the eternal heavens, he was a master thief, not very clean-handed. Previously, the twins, White Tiger, Azure Dragon, and other colleagues came to Dongu to hunt down the impostor. They were a bit impulsive. I apologize on their behalf. Please accept our apologies. What good is your apology? Can you make S.A. Biling return all the stolen items? I don't have a superior-subordinate relationship with them. I can only say that if I meet him, I'll try to persuade him. Hey kid, do you still think all these envoys are the same person in disguise? I'm not too sure. Not to mention the other envoys I haven't seen. Just comparing Meng Zhang and Shilon Wei here, their fighting styles are completely different. One uses fists and kicks, the other wields a sword. Hey, that's too far-fetched, kid. Moreover, Shilon Wei cultivates the sword inheritance from the outer realms, which requires a lifetime of practice. How could she also master Meng Zhang's boxing skills? Especially since I've seen both of them in person. Based on my observation skills, they can't possibly be the same person. Could it be? The identical true martial intent I saw in these envoys is actually from that strange eternal art? This martial art is so unreasonable, it doesn't seem like it can be mastered by someone at the innate realm 3rd or 4th layer. If it was passed down by the mysterious ancestor Mara that Shilon Wei mentioned, the envoys wouldn't need to cultivate it themselves. it's possible it overshadowed their original true martial intent. Wait a minute, the immortal and indestructible eternal art, Patriarch Ming's attacks just now didn't even scratch her, then the wound on her body from before. Your Excellency, the wound on your chest, it seems to have been inflicted there before your fight with Patriarch Ming, right? Yes, this wound is from the fight with that impostor. How could that impostor inflict such a serious wound on your chest with his limited power? Even I couldn't do that. Of course, it wasn't him, it was Xie Yan, the person behind him, who remotely delivered the fatal blow. I nearly suffered a serious setback. Xie Yan? Who's that? Yes, Xie. Not good, their hostility towards me is fading and almost completely gone. They are about to disengage from the battle. Master Constable Bien, remember to look into Yulonga from the great heavenly demon sect. This impostor had Yulonga's face, so there must be a connection between them. The fake Mara's real form was just a mask. A similar mask appeared in the Xilan kingdom, used by Zhou Yanping, a Confucian scholar from the Ming Empire. Zhou Yanping is suspected to be a clone of Xie Yan or a puppet controlled by a part of Xie Yan's spirit. Check the recent events in the Xilan kingdom and the name Xie Yan. He is definitely the biggest hidden threat to the Tang Empire. The Xilan kingdom? So it is connected to him. Why did she suddenly flee? Not good, I am about to forget again. This woman ran away so quickly, leaving behind a bunch of confusing riddles. What are you doing, Master Constable? I'm writing some things down. Even the weakest ink is better than the best memory. No matter if what she said is true or false, Ancestor Mara's identity is unknown. The eternal heavens can't be ignored anymore. When I return to Shindu, I will report this to Imperial Grandfather. Besides, Xie Yan, Master Constable, your concern for the Tang Empire is admirable, but I hope you remember that the flower deity cult recently lost Elder Ji. Even though the blood debt belongs to the fake Mara, before he died, he showed the face of Yulonga, but you didn't seem surprised at all. I hope you won't avoid this, Master Constable Bien. I need a clear answer about this matter. Cult Master Fa, please calm down. I promise to give you an explanation, and I will not go back on my word. The fake Mara was indeed a menace that came from Yulonga's body, but if you think about it, Yulonga is also a victim. I'm waiting for some information. Once I get it, many riddles can be solved. Luckily, I escaped quickly. Otherwise, I would have had to reveal Xie Yan's identity while using the Finger of Nirvana to heal my injury in front of those three. I just found out today that the Finger of Nirvana doesn't work in Xingtian mode. When I chased and finished off the fake Mara, I used the Finger of Nirvana, but it didn't consume any origin points or heal the injury. I need to be more careful. Previously, I lost my head. Before that, half of my heart exploded. These are fatal injuries that are difficult to deal with after Xingtian deactivates. If I encounter an attack that disintegrates me or severs my limbs, I would instantly die after deactivating Xingtian without being able to use the Finger of Nirvana. This time, aside from easing the relationship with the Dongu government, creating a new public image to the eternal heavens and giving Xie Yan a new wave of enemies, I have suffered a loss. My vessel. I specifically refrained from using the sealed heavenly sword because I was afraid its attacks on the level of innate realm 5th layer would burst the vessel, unexpectedly. I still broke it by mistake in the end. I am so strong now. Damage has been detected in the inner walls of the ghost domain. Do you wish to spend 8,000 origin points to repair it? Beep you, no need to remind me how expensive it is to repair this. The exhibit of the great heavenly demon sect this time is the heavenly demonic remains at the innate realm 6th layer. Given the vessel's tendency to devour corpses, I feel this thing can help me save 8,000 origin points. Or even better, upgrade the vessel. I'll wait for a couple of days to send off Elder Gongsun and Ahao, then I'll return midway to steal. I must inform Brother Hao about the fake Mara being Yulonga's clone, but it's actually strange. Back then, Zhou Yanping's name had the Xie Yan suffix. Why doesn't Yulonga's name have the Xie Yan suffix? Is Yulonga really aware of Xie Yan's existence? That's the situation. I was hiding behind and watched everything. Although I'm not entirely sure about Yulonga's connection with the fake Mara, judging from their appearance, they definitely have a connection. Moreover, Yulonga was present in both scenes where the fake Mara suddenly disappeared. If the fake Mara was Yulonga's clone, Yulonga would be able to retrieve him when they are in close proximity. This explanation makes sense. Speak of the devil, did this brat suddenly saunter and show up at the doorstep? It was 10 years ago since we sailed the river together. Time has flown by, and we have grown up. How about we go to the drunken immortal tower for a drink? Longer. You look happy? Yes, it feels really good. The big burden over my head is finally gone. Even now, I feel strangely excited, like it's been a long time. I can't share this feeling with others, so I came to see you. Listen to what I am about to tell you, brother. Grandfather's realm has dropped to the 4th layer of the innate realm. He is injured and can't recover. With no hope of advancing further, the blade branch is a mess and will never be as great as before, and all this was my doing. What the beep, Guolong has been crippled. And it was Yulonger's doing? It was I who planned everything, using Ancestor Mara. The so-called Ancestor Mara is just a clone of mine. You. What's going on? Is this kid confessing everything? You look like a stalker, my lord. According to my initial plan, I would have needed at least another 3 years to weaken the blade branch's control. However, a few months ago, during a trip to the Hantang border to handle some affairs, I unexpectedly found a group of acquired realm martial artists fighting over a valuable artifact. They were relentlessly fighting over the artifact, but they were foolish and offended me. I dealt with them easily and took the artifact. It turned out that this artifact required a part of one's spirit to form a contract, and only those at the innate realm were qualified to use it. That's why, despite their efforts, those people couldn't use the artifact, which worked out conveniently for me. When I realized that this artifact could create a powerful clone, I saw a chance to achieve my goal much sooner, and in one fell swoop, and so, I made a plan. So, you created Ancestor Mara? Did you command him to wantonly massacre in Dongu, gather strength, and aid you in plotting against Guolong? No, except for helping me deal with grandfather. I couldn't force him to do anything else. The clone made by the artifact went out of control when I was using it and turned into Ancestor Mara, which surprised me, but without him, I couldn't have gotten rid of the blade branch. For that alone, I am thankful to him. He seized it from the acquired realm martial artists? The fake Mara was an uncontrollable product. Could it be that Zhou Yanping's spirit fragment caused the clone to resist Yulonger's control? From what Yulonger mentioned, he certainly doesn't know about Jijin yet, does he? Yulonger doesn't seem to be lying. His emotions towards me were normal. After thinking this through, it seems that someone found Zhou Yanping's artifact after he died, leading to chaos and disputes, and eventually, Yulonger took advantage of the situation. Something seems off, but I don't need to complicate things now. I've shared a lot of information. Surely, the Dongu government should investigate. I can't keep cleaning up the mess without gaining anything in return and risking the loss of origin points. My previous injury was planned to make grandfather expend his essence to save me, letting the Ancestor Mara clone take advantage. I succeeded. Grandfather couldn't defend himself, and the blade branch has weakened. You had such a powerful trump card, so why use it to kill the blade branch's elders and injure Guolong? He had high hopes for you to become the patriarch. Longer, what were you trying to accomplish? Did you know, brother? A few days ago at the Guwang establishment, I felt disappointed when I saw you. After all these years, I thought you had let yourself go. But when I saw you slay Guinu with one strike, I realized you were still the brother I admired. Even though you left the sect and lost the moonstone of dark thoughts, you are still the heavenly demon sword master, Yu Wushwang. I haven't changed. If anyone has, it's you. I don't know when you started listening to your grandfather for the sake of becoming the young master and began to turn intolerant. You became increasingly distant and started acting like Guolong, up until my mother's cultivation was crippled and we clashed blades. Now you've plotted against Guolong and the blade branch? What are you trying to achieve? Brother, I'm the same as you. I never changed either. Grandfather's main goal was to make me the patriarch, and you, strongly supported by the energy and sword branches, were his biggest obstacle. I know you never wanted to be the patriarch, but how could grandfather believe that? If I hadn't gained support within the sect, you would have been targeted by the blade branch. What kind of logic is that? I don't get it. Did you betray Guolong for this? Yes, but not entirely so. This is a test from father, although he never said it, I just know. I had to resolve the blade branch's issues personally. Only then can I prove myself worthy of being father's heir. After returning to the sect, I will explain everything to father. I'm sure he would be pleased with my actions. Even now, grandfather doesn't know that I was the mastermind of the whole matter. Even the out-of-control Ancestor Mara clone, I used Xie and manhwa now to eliminate him completely, ending any more troubles. Am I not amazing, brother? Ancestor Mara was your clone. Aren't you afraid of being exposed since you used 2 sect masters to deal with him? I've made prior arrangements, brother, you need not worry about that. I told you everything, brother, because I trust you the most and to show you that I've grown and can protect those around me. Brother, please believe me, my mother didn't plot against Madame Gongsun, she is not that capable. From now on, I'll watch over her and make sure she doesn't offend Madame Gongsun again. Come back with me. Everything can return to how it was before. Do you remember, we made a promise in this pavilion years ago, brother, please help me. Together, we can bring glory to the great heavenly demon sect. I want to bring the great heavenly demon sect to greatness with you, brother. It's the same people, the same environment. Unfortunately, those words have a subtle difference. He has indeed changed. If life feels always like the love at first sight, how come the painted fans pitted by autumn wind? The folks who have broken faith with their old flames, but plead that faith is usually easy to crack. Now that the blade branch is purged, do you really dare to welcome me back? Will your position as the young master remain secure? Why do you say that, brother? Face my sword strike first, then we'll talk about whether I'll come back with you or not. You've never beaten me since childhood, let's see how much you've improved. Brother, must it be like this between us? I wasn't finished earlier, I just discovered the most remarkable feature about the artifact I obtained. When the clone is destroyed, it transfers all its cultivation to its owner. So now I'm at the 4th layer of the innate realm. Do you really want to fight, brother? Since childhood, I've told you so many times to control your malevolent thoughts, not be controlled by them. Moreover, I've advanced to the 3rd layer of the innate realm. Even so, your realm is lower than mine by 1 layer. Can cultivation obtained from an external object really give you what you want? Did the mask have another function like that? But it seems that Yulonger's strength is shallow. I came here so confidently to boast about my plans, but in the end, alas, it is better to leave, it is better to leave. The fake Mara was indeed my brother's clone. He used the fake Mara to execute a major plan. However, this fake Mara went out of control at some point, but I can assure you, young Lord Xie, that my brother's plan never targeted you. Now that this clone has been destroyed, could you let him go just this once? Brother, how? Why would you say that? Am I someone who holds petty grudges? Since he is your brother, I have no issues with him. But I noticed his expression when he left. It seemed like losing in just one move wasn't the only reason. My brother thought he was smart, thinking he could get all the benefits after getting rid of the fake Mara clone. But as they say, there's no such thing as a free meal. He didn't realize he was being influenced by the clone's malevolent thoughts. I used the execution sword intent to completely cut his connection to the clone, stopping any chance of the clone re-emerging from him in the future. This can be seen as my final help to him before leaving Dongu. My God, the execution sword intent can be used like that as well? Young Lord Xie, we must leave tomorrow. Guolong is severely injured, and it's possible that my father will come to Dongu himself. If we don't leave soon, I'm afraid there will be more trouble. I see, Yudingxue, that mother beep beep. If your brother weren't the agreed heir, he might have pitted you two against each other as a test. Your concerns are justified. If we must leave tomorrow, then so be it. Where is Xie Yan? We are all about to leave. Where did he go? Sister Ran is staying to cultivate under Senior Monk Qingjing, so she can't come with us. Young Lord Xie went to the southern shrine to say goodbye to her, telling her to wait for his return before leaving. Madam, young master, you have a visitor. A visitor? Who could it be at this hour? Gongsun Residence's reception hall. Sorry to intrude, but something urgent has come up. I hope you don't mind. You exaggerate, Master Constable. What brings you here tonight? Honestly, I came for young Lord Yu. Me? Southern Shrine, underground meditation room. Donor Xie, do you sense something unusual about this meditation room? Ha ha ha, yes, a bit. This is where I practice meditation in the Southern Shrine. It has restrictions that isolate it from outside detection. For Buddhist cultivators, it is possible to control the restless mind and harness one's will. In the past few days, little Donor has had some trouble cultivating the world-purifying lotus blossom technique, so I allowed her to use this meditation room. See? Senior Monk is so good to you. All you do is eat. Do you know how to cultivate properly? Little donor is talented, but her inner lotus is overwhelming, which might cause her to reject new martial arts. There is no need to hurry. Fortunately, Senior Monk takes care of my sister in all respects. I came today to say goodbye and to thank you for your care. You're leaving? Yes, the sect has recalled me due to some matters, so I cannot send you off to the Vermilion Bird Temple. I am returning to the Han Empire tomorrow. As you can see, Senior Monk, this girl is quite stubborn. When she arrives at the Vermilion Bird Temple, feel free to discipline her as needed. I, Xie Yan, shall repay this favor in the future. You exaggerate, Donor Xie. Little donor and I are predestined, so I will do my best. Oh. Is it time or fate? I seem to have muddled things up. I forgot I had guests today. They are from the Imperial Court, and we have an important matter to discuss in private. Donor Xie, please stay with the little donor here. I'll be right back. That's fine. The abbot and master constable have come together. This matter has likely been exposed. I fear I cannot keep secrets from the abbot's inner sight. Is it time or fate? I will go meet them. The greedy Confucian has corrupted your form. I have been suppressing it in the Kalachakra realm, cleaning it every day with Buddhist power. If I don't survive this trial, you can clean it yourself later. Note, you can also say Kalachakra as Wheel of Time. It happened so suddenly, I was afraid Donor Xie would run into them if he left, so I kept him within the Kalachakra grotto heaven. That's fine, I am you and you are me, do as you see fit. Suffering knows no end, unendingly the wheel turns and turns. I am you and you are me, then I shall take those two siblings with me. Either stand still or sit still. Why are you pacing up and down? Brother feels something is off here, but I can't quite figure it out. My lord, my lord? Humph? This place seems to be hiding some treasures. Didn't you tell me before coming here? This meditation room itself should be some sort of treasure, right? You two are flirting again in front of me. No, there are other treasures. Previously, their aura was hidden by this room's aura. Only after coming here can I see them clearly. Isn't it normal for important places in Buddhist sects to hide treasures? Besides, they belong to the southern shrine. Why do you want to dig them up? But this aura. It is too similar to the one I saw on Yulong when we first met him at the Gu Wang establishment. Where are they? Right behind that wall. The bricks are solid, and there is no hollow space behind. Cyane, are you sure there are treasures behind that wall? Why are you stooping so low, hero? Are you starting to pry open the blind monk's nooks in my presence? How ungrateful, seriously. Correct, it's this spot. Will the senior monk notice if we break down the wall and rebuild it? Again, there are 3 things that lead to bad destinies, 3 things that lead to good destinies, and 3 things that lead to nirvana. Ran? They are the 3 unskillful roots, the unskillful root of greed, unskillful root of anger, and unskillful root of delusion. They are the 3 samadhis, the samadhi of emptiness, the samadhi of no appearances, and the samadhi of no action. The doors of Buddhist shrines can be opened as long as you sincerely chant the sutras. Hero, if you had seriously listened to my Buddhist lectures, you wouldn't be butting against the wall like a headless fly. Good sister, you've greatly helped brother. Brother Abbott, how come you have arrived in Dongu? Did your secluded cultivation go smoothly? So much happened during your seclusion, but everything is settled now. By the way, Brother Abbott, the champion of this flower anniversary tournament is Xie Yan, Abbott of the Vermilion Bird Temple, Qingping, innate realm 5th layer. Where is Chengjing? He is in the shrine. You? Brother Abbott, I trust you have been well since we last met. Ah, Qingjing, I almost didn't have the chance to meet you here. Abbott? What happened to you, Abbott? Let me explain on behalf of Abbott Qingping. A few days ago, besides investigating the fake ancestor Mara, I requested Constable Hay to visit the Vermilion Bird Temple and investigate an unrelated matter. Constable Hay's conduct has always been decisive, and his intuition is often correct. After hearing about Abbott Qingping's life or death seclusion, he broke into his room. As it turned out, he saved Abbott Qingping's life. Abbott Qingping was trying to break through to the 6th layer of the innate realm, but he almost suffered a deviation and nearly crippled his cultivation. Fortunately, timely help prevented any major issues. According to Abbott Qingping, the juncture of his secluded cultivation came from discussing the world-purifying lotus blossom technique with you. Senior Monk Qingjing. After discussing Buddhism, he gained enough insights to break through. Unexpectedly, he nearly suffered a deviation. What are your thoughts on this matter, Senior Monk? Realizing the Buddhist spirit often involves eroding the ego, even monks who have attained the Tao cannot avoid the danger of going astray and suffering a deviation. Fortunately, the abbot is alright. On the day the fake ancestor Mara was executed, the envoy revealed the name of Xie Yan to me. Supposedly he plotted another conspiracy in the Xilan kingdom a few months ago. Have you ever heard of this name? I have never heard of this name. In that case, I have another question. More than 4 months ago, you secretly went to the Xilan kingdom. Master Constable, what are you saying all of a sudden? Yes, Abbott, what's going on, Senior Marshal Brother Qingjing? Can you tell me, Senior Monk Qingjing? What did you do in the Xilan kingdom? These are. You've discovered a mysterious artifact, number C74412, Spiritual Incarnation Mask, contaminated. This is a product of an advanced mysterious civilization and is part of a set of 4 masks: plum, orchid, bamboo, and chrysanthemum. This mask is the orchid, one of the 4 gentlemen. By sacrificing a portion of your spirit flesh and blood, it can create a spiritual avatar for you. It has been detected that this artifact is contaminated. There is a risk of losing control after forming a contract. If you spend 1,000 origin points, you can remove the contamination and gain access to it. You've discovered a mysterious artifact, number C74414, Spiritual Incarnation Mask, contaminated, contracted. This is a product of an advanced mysterious civilization and is part of a set of 4 masks: plum, orchid, bamboo, and chrysanthemum. This mask is the bamboo, one of the 4 gentlemen. Are these similar to the clone masks that Zhou Yanping and Yu Longi used? A mysterious artifact, from an advanced mysterious civilization. Besides the martial arts civilization, the immortal civilization, and the magical civilization, there is now a mysterious civilization. What a surprise! I always wanted a real doppelganger. This is like finding a pillow when you're sleepy. Hold up. Plum, orchid, bamboo, chrysanthemum. The chrysanthemum mask was with Zhou Yanping, the plum mask with Yu Longer. Why are the orchid and bamboo masks in the Southern Shrine's underground meditation room? These 2 masks must be the original forms. Only original forms would emit an aura. This is where Senior Monk Qingjing cultivates daily. Is he the owner of the 2 masks? Also, one of them is already contracted. And there's a familiar jade pendant. You've discovered a system fragment broken merging. System fragment broken, has been merged, mystery function has been repaired. What the beep? When I unlocked a new function before, the system even censored its name. Was it the censored function that has now been repaired? After merging, it revealed a word: mystery. Is it mystery framework? What could it mean? But these aren't the most important things. What's important is, why does Qingjing have a broken system fragment and masks, just like Zhou Yanping did? Why did the jade pendant disappear? What did you do, hero? Why does the jade pendant not have an aura? Come to think of it, I never saw Qingjing's name among the prompts for origin points. Is he? Wait, this feeling? This feels familiar. My alertness and sense of crisis are slowly fading. Is something stifling my thoughts? Isn't this Zhou Yanping's damn technique? My lord? Hero, you don't need to harm yourself out of regret. If this artifact was so fragile, it must not have been a good one. We should just properly apologize and compensate the blind monk. I'll help you plead for mercy. Let's go. We can't stay here any longer. What's the matter? Come back, Sayani. Long story short, there is something seriously wrong with Qingjing. I'll explain everything to you later. Let's get out of here first. Humph? Sure enough, there is a restriction. Flowery version, demonic essence of the vermilion bird. Destroy it. Southern Shrine. All of you must have heard about what happened at the Great Heavenly Demon sect recently. The fake ancestor Mara, presumed dead, revived and attacked the Great Heavenly Demon sect's headquarters, only to be finally killed by the envoy Xilan Wei. Before he disintegrated, Patriarch Ming, Cult Master Fa, and I saw with our own eyes that the person under the mask looked exactly like Yu Longer, the young master of the Great Heavenly Demon sect. This. In that case, what does this have to do with Senior Marshal Brother Qingjing? Yes, why have you come to interrogate Senior Marshal Brother Qingjing? Please be patient, I'm not done yet. According to my investigation, the fake ancestor Mara was not a living being but a clone created by an artifact infused with a demonic art and the flesh, blood, and spirit of another person. Then, was Yulonga the culprit behind this fake ancestor Mara? No, Yulonga was unaware of the impostor. He was merely a victim. Someone used his flesh and blood to reproduce his likeness and deceive people. Based on my findings, including Yulonga, many people in Dongu suffered varying degrees of amnesia. All these forgotten memories share a common thread. Do you know what that is, Senior Monk Xingjing? I don't understand. Please explain, Donor Bien. In order to investigate the case of the fake ancestor Mara, I thoroughly examined all records of people entering and leaving the Tang Empire, but I found nothing. Including Yulonga, who crossed between the borders of Han and Tang, I identified over 100 suspects. Remarkably, I never suspected you even once. Fortunately, since I was young, I've had a habit of recording notes with pen and paper during investigations. I often find peace by making observations and simultaneously jotting down notes on paper. When I reviewed my notes, I made a surprising discovery. My notes were full of speculations and records about your movements, yet I had completely forgotten about them. After discussing with me, Patriarch Ming and Cult Master Fa also noticed this unusual phenomenon. The identity of the fake ancestor Mara was confusing, and the grudge he incurred earned the enmity of the four sects. While the four sects and the Dongu government were suspicious of each other, there was only one person who was never a suspect. Patriarch Ming and Cult Master Fa never suspected you. Was it solely because of your esteemed character, Senior Monk Xingjing? I concluded that you must be protected by some form of technique, a secret method that dispels doubts and erases suspicions of those who come close to the truth. I contacted the 3 judicial chief ministries to review relevant records from the archives and discovered the names of 3 supernatural abilities with similar effects. They are the Buddhist, ineffability, unattainability, and inconceivability, the Taoist anonymous sage above the great Tao, and the unorthodox sect's blissful amnesia. But these 3 supernatural abilities can only be wielded by supreme experts at the 9th layer of the innate realm, and they don't leave any discrepancies on written records. However, the archives also mentioned a rumor. Over 70 years ago, a person at the 7th layer of the innate realm from the Ming Empire's Confucian Inner Saint branch claimed to have comprehended a similar secret method based on these 3 supernatural abilities. Though its effects were weaker, it could be performed by someone at the 6th layer of the innate realm, albeit with great difficulty, and was known as the Confucian Holy Canon. Unfortunately, this Confucian saint was killed by the Han imperial family, and the Confucian Holy Canon faded into history before it could truly emerge. Senior Monk Xingjing, is the protective supernatural ability on you the Confucian Holy Canon? Foothills of the Southern Shrine. Besides the 4 people in the open, there are 2 others in hiding, and even that person arrived. If I hadn't kept the Kalachakra Grotto Heaven with me, it would have been nearly detected by that person. The situation is hopeless. Humph? Naughty. Hero, are you alright? I'm fine, no need to help me, brother isn't that weak. This is quite troublesome. This meditation room is no ordinary place. If I attempt to burn through it completely with the demonic essence of the vermilion bird, it would take about 2 to 4 hours, assuming this artifact's owner does not interfere. The monk's meditation room is indeed incredible. Just now, the demonic essence of the vermilion bird slightly altered the Tao of this artifact, revealing a few cracks. Although brief, I could momentarily glimpse outside and see Xingjing in the wilderness. Xingjing is fleeing after taking Ran and I with him, huh? Previously, his attitude suddenly changed, saying that officials from the imperial court had arrived, then hurriedly left. Could it be that these court officials forced him to flee? The monk is connected to Xie. I had shared some information about Xie with Bien Shifei before. Did Bien Shifei uncover something that led him to the monk? That's quite possible, otherwise, why would he suddenly abscond when everything seemed fine? Regardless, the monk is definitely up to something. If not, he should have let us out earlier. The fact that he hasn't made a move indicates it was deliberate. The only good news is that, from the glimpse just now, I can tell that the monk has no idea what's happening inside the artifact. Otherwise, he would have sensed my sabotage earlier instead of waiting until I burned a gap to react. The monk is at the STH layer of the innate realm, but I'm not worried. Even if I can't escape, I'm not afraid of what he can do to me. At worst, it would be a fight using Xingtian. But Ran can't stay. The monk definitely has plans for Ran. We can't stay here any longer. Hold on to me, Ran, and don't let go. If you think you can trap us, I still have teleportation magic. 2 minutes later. Hero, just now you were. It's fine, brother noticed you're nervous, so let's lighten the mood. Beep, this shit is a grotto heaven artifact. Teleportation magic can't teleport across worlds. We are in trouble this time. Senior, oh senior, since you've driven me to a corner, don't blame me for being cruel. Although I don't know why he didn't keep the mask's main form with him, there's an 80 to 90% chance that Qingjing himself formed the contract with the bamboo mask. Whether he's using a clone to deal with the imperial court while he flees with us, or vice versa, destroying the mask's main form could help me thwart his game. Flowery version, demonic essence of the vermilion bird. I don't know why Yulonga chose the hard way to get rid of his accomplice before, but I can't worry about that now. I'll do whatever it takes and burn this thing.